find out there are many children here. They, I guess, they understand English more than Burmese. So, and they are looking very great now. Is that right? So, may I ask some of children here? Don't be afraid. if you are wrong or right, it doesn't matter. So, how do you understand Christianity, the teaching of Christianity, in a very short to the point? So here, Christianity is very simple. Very, very simple. So Jesus' teachings, the shortest one. What is that? Here, children. The shortest teaching in the Bible. The shortest one. The shortest teaching. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right or wrong. Jesus teaches. Love,
Peace.
love, God, and love your, love God and love your neighbor.
Oh.
Right? that is the shortest teaching. So Jesus says, if you are to summarize the whole Bible, love your God, love your neighbor, then we can go back home now. That is the shortest one. The shortest and very simple one. So even though it is very simple, it's very, very powerful teaching. So many scientists discover great things, very, very great things from very simple daily activities. So may I ask again, children, another question. So Newton, scientist, right? What did he discover? Yes, gravity. By seeing apple falling down, he discovered gravity greatly. But this apple falling down from the tree is very simple. Everybody knows because we can see people at the time also very familiar with this apple falling down from the tree. So in my parish, in a parish where I am now posted, there is also a tree, apple tree. So many apple and very tasty. So this is in a very ordinary life. People know already. This is long time ago. But the scientist Newton, by very simple thing, he discovered gravity and also many other breakthroughs in the scientific field. So through a very simple yet it's very powerful discovery. So as Christian, the teaching of Christianity is also very simple. Jesus taught, love your God and love your neighbor. That is very simple. So today's in the gospel, when Jesus was with his disciples, so it's like Jesus was with the disciples in a very storm, full of water, are surrounded in the boat. So it's like in the suffering, in the midst of suffering, our sufferings, Jesus was always with them, The boat was in a very difficult position, in a very difficult time. And so then Jesus is always with us in our sufferings, in our struggle. And another very distinctive of Christianity, yes, we Christians may be good or maybe also bad, just like the believers of other religions. No, not quite very different. But what is specialty about? What is very distinctive of Christianity? What is Christian? So, in other religions, for example, people are trying to get better, whatever is called heaven or nirvana or life after death. So, human beings are trying to get to the higher realm, higher position. For example, in Islam, so God is very transcendent, right? Human beings trying to get to be perfect, and in Buddhism also, human beings trying to get rid of all sufferings and trying to get. So it's like human beings are trying to get the higher position. In many religious traditions, human beings are expected to reach upward towards something higher. That is quite very different from Christianity. With regard to Christianity, God came down to human beings. In other religions, it is human beings trying to get something higher. It's very difficult to get there. But in Christianity, it is God who came down to human beings and embraced human sufferings. That is, I don't want to say Christianity is better than other religions, but the difference between other religions and Christianity is that God came down to human beings. In other religions, is human beings trying to get something higher. That's why. Why do we do good things? We try to do good things, not because we are perfect, not because we are holy, but because we have salvation that we don't deserve. God came down to us and gave salvation. That is Emmanuel, God with us. In today's gospel, in a very difficult time, in a boat, Jesus was with his disciples, surrounded by, waves, in the water. It's a very difficult time. It is an example to give us that God is always with us in the midst of our suffering. Jesus himself came down to us to embrace human sufferings. He touched human blood, human sufferings. He cured the disease, human disease. He touched. That is why, because God He came down to us and embraced human sufferings. So let us ask the Lord that we may have the courage, and to embrace, to be an example of His Christian teaching, and for our neighbors and for others who are with us. God bless you.